Today, we're going to look at nervous coordination in this video. So first of all, we're going to look at thalamus. Thalamus is located within the cerebral hemisphere. It is located just below the corpus callosum. This is the corpus callosum. This is the corpus callosum. Thalamus is located below corpus callosum. So now we will look in detail. These are the two diagrams which will help you to learn the location of thalamus. This diagram is there in our resource book. This diagram can be seen in our resource book, and this diagram will help you to understand the exact location. So, to understand the diagram in our resource book, you can relate this diagram and check this. So, let's move. This is the thalamus. This is the thalamus. And this is the corpus callosum. This is the thalamus and this is the corpus callosum. This cross-sectional area, this cross-sectional view of the brain can be seen when we cut the brain, the whole brain in this side. When we cut it from here into two, we can get this view. So, the total brain is there when we make this closer. When these two hemispheres are taken close and this thalamus is deposited inside, the whole brain can be seen. The actual brain is there. When the cerebral hemispheres are taken close, thalamus is kept inside and this corpus callosum is present over this. This is the actual diagram, but we have dragged it and taken it bit back to know the exact location. So, they have given us, and we all know that thalamus is deposited inside, that means within the cerebral hemisphere. So, within the cerebral hemispheres, we have taken this thalamus out, but this is located within the thalamus, within the cerebral hemispheres. Thalamus is located within the cerebral hemisphere. And this weave, I told you this weave can be seen when we take the cross-sectional weave, when we cut it like this. And when we cut it like this, we can see this weave. We can see this weave. This part is kept back and the cutted area is this. So in this weave only, the thalamus is located here. After cutting from here, when it is taken in this form, we can see it here. Only this yellow color region can be seen in this cross-sectional weave. This red color area is deposited inside our cerebral hemisphere. I hope you all understood this. Then this is the cross-sectional weave of our corpus callosum. This is the corpus callosum. This is also when we cut corpus callosum into two. Then this is the hypothalamus. This is the hypothalamus. Our hypothalamus is in this weave inside the brain without cutting. In this weave only we can see hypothalamus. But when we cut the hypothalamus into two, this weave can be seen. This is the weave. So this yellow color region can be seen in this cross-sectional area. This is the cross-sectional area of hypothalamus. So this yellow color region can be seen. The red color part is bit kept over the cerebral cortex. And underneath to the hypothalamus, under the hypothalamus or in front of hypothalamus, we can see our pituitary gland. So this is our pituitary gland. And now we are coming up with the most important section. So thalamus, it is consisting of two masses. Two masses means grey matter and white matter. Grey matter and white matter. Our thalamus is made out of grey matter and white matter. So white matter means this is the weave of our thalamus, and in thalamus there is a Y-shaped structure. There is a Y-shaped structure where you can see the white matter, and the other region you can see the grey matter. The other regions there are grey matter, and in this Y-shaped region you can see the white matter. The next session we are going to look at is, the next section we are going to look at is the most important section, the function of thalamus. So, thalamus is the main input center for sensory information from special sense organs and sensory receptors. So, I hope you all know what are special sense organs. Now, I am going to explain the special sense organ. Special sense organs are the 5 sensory organs that we have in our body: eye, ear, nose, tongue and skin. All the information that is coming from our special sense organs and sensory receptors, first from the sensory nerve, they will be coming to our spinal cord, and from our spinal cord they will be taken to thalamus. This is thalamus. They will be taken from whatever the sensory organ, every information will come to our thalamus. And in our cerebral cortex there is a special region called motor cortex and sensory cortex, and there are specific locations for every organ. So whatever the information that is coming from our special sense organs, they will be coming into the thalamus. So we can relate it as main input center of sensory information. After coming to thalamus only, the information after coming to thalamus only, they will be directed to the sensory cortex. They will be directed to the sensory cortex after they receive the information at thalamus. So we can say thalamus is the main input center of sensory information from special sense organs. As I told you, the thalamus is the one who is sorting out the information, and he is the only one to direct the information to the specific locations in the cerebral cortex. So if the information is coming from the eye, at once there might be several informations coming, so they will be sorting out. They are the main input center, and the next one they will be sorting out to which place it should be directed. If it is to the eye direction, they will be taken to the place where eye is there here. So from thalamus they will be directing. Then if it is from thumb, they will be directing into the place where thumb is there. So the sensory information is sorted and they are directed to the specific location of cerebral cortex for further processing and perception. So in our association area, they will be further processed and perceived. After that, from our motor area, and it will be directed to our descending nerve tract. So information will be taken by ascending nerve tract and the information will be transmitted. First they are taking from ascending nerve tract and the information is directed back after processing from our descending nerve tract. So if you all should know about nerve tracts, the ascending nerve tract, descending nerve tract, you can join my lectures. And functions of thalamus. Functions of thalamus. So this is just the analysis. This can be just the analysis of those two functions. So thalamus is relaying. So it is relaying. Relaying means all the information coming and there it is getting sorted out. So that can be a relay station. If the information is coming and getting sorted out, it is a relay station and it is redistributing nerve impulse to our brain, the cerebral cortex of our brain. So it is the analysis of those two functions which I mentioned you earlier. So I hope you understood and please like and subscribe.